show called Baywatch.
Yeah, I want to know him.
You do?
Yeah.
Why don't you go out along the beach, look for him. I'm sure he'd be glad to meet you. Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, what is your name?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, pleased to meet you. Who is this with you?
Little brother.
Hello, little brother. What's your name? Eugeno? Nice to meet you too. And who is this taking video of us?
My brother, my big brother.
Hello, big brother.
Hi.
So big brother's watching you.
Yeah.
Never mind. Obscure movie reference. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. Where's the turbo boost button?
My turbo boost button, look on your left-hand side. 6 buttons down.
Oh, I see it. Does it work right now?
No, of course not. Imagine if I turbo boosted in the park.
What happened to car?
Car? Car's where he belongs, in bits and pieces at the bottom of a ravine. What a waste of sheet metal that was. Car was a real pain in my axles.
Where's Bonnie?
Bonnie's in Marin, visiting family.
And Devin?
Devin's in England. He's doing more of his Shakespearean acting.
Can you start yourself and take off now?
Right now? No, we'd end up in the pond. Be rather embarrassing.
Can you open your headlights?
Certainly. How's that?
Where's your super pursuit mode?
The Super Pursuit Mode shell was removed and replaced with my old body shell for the visit to the park. Our insurance people were afraid somebody might get caught in these sliding panels.
Where's your C button?
The C button, along with the Super Pursuit Mode shell, was removed. We didn't want people pounding on it, trying to get me to convert into convertible mode. You see, my Super Pursuit Mode shell is complete with the convertible top.
I see.
They won't let me do that here. I think that's terrible. I liked my convertible, didn't you?
Yeah.
Michael thought it was very hip.
Well, I
You
gotta
had the
be
question?
going.
Okay. Well, you take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Te digo tamaño los dos.
Entrarlo ya.
Our driver for the first boat is Tom, and on behalf of MC, we'd both like to welcome you aboard and to Universal Studios, Hollywood. And this afternoon, I'm going to tell you everything you want to know about Hollywood, but for a freight time. Well, that's all to see today. And of course, there are some other surprises for you along the way. Now, we've filmed everything you can think of down there. From the old television series, Leave It to Beaver, right through to the current release, Back to the Future.
Do not attempt to escape. Move forward immediately, or we will blast you.
Lunch is about done, and I want to take our friends around the lunch on the sets of Murder She Wrote, Back to the Future, Simon & Son, all the other things you're going to Looks like he really means business. We're being forced on this Cylon capital ship. Now, neither Don nor I have ever been inside a spaceship before. I guess it can be. Anything can happen. Well, good afternoon. We'd like to speak with your leader. Immediately.
I am the Imperious leader, and you are now under my control.
Well, what are you going to do with us?
You will be vaporized in 30 seconds.
We haven't done anything.
Centurion, activate the death beams.
This is ridiculous. We want to get over the tour.
Silence, human. Escape is impossible. Warning, unauthorized entry. Who dares defy the imperious leader? Captain Apollo. Origin, Battlestar Galactica. Captain Apollo. Terminate him and destroy these humans before.
In the name of the Federation, I demand the release of the human.
Apollo, you will not leave this ship alive. Annihilate him. Stop him!
Self-destruction activated.
Get out of here! This ship is gonna fall!
You will not escape. You and these humans will not survive.
Hurry! Get that man out of here! You have just survived the Battle of Galactica. And it's based on a popular TV series of some seasons back. In that series...
How far you go? About 30 years.
In producer Steven Spielberg's newest adventure, Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox plays a teenager who is accidentally transported back to the year 1955. He finds himself in the middle of his hometown, where Main Street has suddenly jumped 30 years back in time. Creating a town square that realistically captured two time periods was no easy task for the filmmakers. After scouting locations in Texas and Northern California, they decided the best place to shoot was right here on the back lot at Universal Studios. The setting gave them the control they needed to bring both 1955 and 1985 to life. With Universal's town square as a foundation, the crew set out to build recognizable storefronts from the 50s. For background research, they studied old movies, books, and magazines. The idea was to recreate the period in every detail, from the largest billboard to the smallest license plate. The 30-year changeover required a crew of 40 and 8 weeks of work. For Michael J. Fox, the result proved convincing.
Mark? Well, when you walk out of the back lot, it's so perfect, it's so detailed. I mean, so much work has gone into it. It is 1955. I mean, you're there. You look around, and everywhere you look, you see the travel store, 10 Days in Cuba, you see it's the cars and everything. And it makes it very easy for the actor.
After completing the 1955 sequences, director Robert Zemeckis and his cast went off to shoot interior scenes for 3 weeks. During this time, the construction crew updated Main Street to the present, with the same attention to detail that carried them into the past. They followed the philosophy that a town square may no longer be the center of activity. Through the use of art direction and special aging processes, the filmmakers visualized the deterioration of Hill Valley. Shoppers are now going to suburban malls, and Main Street has lost its charm. The corner diner has been replaced by an aerobics school. Movie theaters have become churches. Even the large park has been replaced by a parking lot. The efforts that went into making Hill Valley a real place are part of what makes Back to the Future a special film. But time travel involves more than just a look. Imagine meeting your parents at your own age, or teaching your friends the meaning of rock and roll, or experimenting with the limits of science. It's all in the name of time travel, as you'll find out when you take a trip back to the future. now playing at theaters everywhere. From Amblin Entertainment and Universal Studios.
Well, of course, it's not playing at theaters everywhere, but the new movie, Back to the Future Part 2, certainly has been. About 1,800 different movie theaters all over the country, and that doesn't include Europe.
It's our first volunteer, Wayne, that's helping us out today. Center screen looks perfectly normal, but here on our set, you can see how he's actually situated. Let's go back and check on him. Hey, Wayne, how you doing? Good, thanks. What are you doing? Oh, playing a poultry game. You've only got 4 cards there. Are you winning or losing?
This is what you told me to do.
Wayne's a real yes man. You know what your problem is, though? You're not playing with a full deck. There you go. Okay, what I'd like you to do for me to destroy this illusion is take a card in each hand. Hold the cards out to your side like a T. Now, on the count of 3, I would like you to drop those cards to the floor. Now, everyone, watch the center screen. The law of physics mandates where these cards should fall. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, right to the wall. Now, remember those one-handed push-ups in Rocky with Sylvester Stallone? They weren't all that tough. Look at the center screen. Yo, Adrian, we did it! Yeah! I mean, can you switch hands mid-air? How about a big hand for Wayne for helping us out today? Douglas Fairbanks built a room that would rotate 360 degrees for the 1919 film When the Clouds Roll By. Actually, this room was built like a large hamster wheel, and he would run in place while the room set rotated around him. The same effect was greatly enhanced for the 1951 MGM film Royal Wedding, starring Mr. Fred Astaire. Now, it took this man years of practice to get this just right, so please don't try it at home. The same effect was used again for Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece 2001: A Space Odyssey, with both set and camera rotating simultaneously.
In 1925, an adventure film called Lost World introduced another process that mystified audiences. Willis O'Brien, a young wizard of movie making, had perfected a new technique: stop-motion animation. He would use it again a few years later in 1933 for his masterpiece, King Kong.
Now I'm going to show you exactly how stop-motion animation works. You see, Willis O'Brien made miniature models, but with movable limbs, rather like the dinosaur I have over here, and you'll see that this is completely flexible. Now, what O'Brien would do is he would move this and film it in very small increments, right like this. He'd move it and film it, move it, film it, move it and film it, and do that thousands and thousands of times over a period of some weeks, of course. And then when it was finished, he'd run that film through the projector at the regular speed, and the results, well, of course, they were absolutely astonishing.
The same technique was used in 1953 by O'Brien's protege, Ray Harryhausen, with The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Harryhausen delivered his masterpiece in 1959 with the stunning Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Those early years were an exciting time to be making and watching movies. But this is only the first part of our experience. In just a moment, we're going to take you to set 2. I'll step next door to see if everything's ready for us. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, do you want us to move?
Now don't move.
Oh. Then would you get the lights on me, please? Don't sit here in the dark. Now while he's gone, oh, thank you. While he's gone, do check under the benches, make sure you don't leave anything behind, because we're not coming back here, we're going to go straight on ahead.
We're ready to roll on set 2. A beautiful, wintry mountain scene. Right? Wrong. It's a miniature. Another special effect of creative movie making. These scenes used what film technicians call a traveling mat. It's a technique that allows movie makers to put people and objects into moving scenes in a very realistic way.
Several different types of Kodak film we used to make this traveling mat sequence. Kodak has won numerous Oscars and Emmys for its achievements in the science of filmmaking. But from the science of filmmaking to the magic of movie making. This afternoon we're going to recreate a scene from the most popular film of all time, and that of course is Universal's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And to help us, all the way from Utah, we have a young man whose name is Brandon. He's going to be playing the part of Elliot in the scene. But besides Brandon, we're going to be using a video system called Chroma Key. The most important part about which is presto, blue screen. Now what happens here is that the video camera in front sees this, but it electronically eliminates this particular shade of blue. As you can see, it creates a silhouette. In this way, Brandon, we can put you in front of anywhere we like. It's going to be the Hollywood Hills, though, so you can fly like Elliot did in the movie. So you ready? You are. Let's have lights, please. Camera and action. Brandon, can we have a big smile from you? And then maybe a wave to everybody out there. Big wave with the right hand. A big wave. Another one. Don't look at me, look at the camera. Lots of people photographing over there. Looks like you're swimming in space in there. That's fine. You having a good time up there? You are? Let's go because it's over. Let's get you off of there. Now, you told me you're 8, and you live in Utah. And it's sort of like Salt Lake. Of all the movies you've seen in the last 8 years, what's your very favorite? In the spotlight. You have a favorite movie? My, wasn't that diplomatic? That's a pretty good idea then. Now, do you know how to bow? I want to give you a big round of applause. That's a great smile. Now he's smiling now. Be careful up there. Big bow, and we'll give you a big round of applause.
We've just seen a number of visual special effects, but
They have to be re-recorded, remixed afterwards with the help of a Foley stage. Here we have 4 surfaces. I've got a metal grate, I've got a parquet floor, I've got a gravel pit, and some carpeting. With the help of other doors, rocks, glass, bricks, any other thing we can and other props, we enhance the sounds and make them a little bit more dramatic. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rerun the clip, a silent clip, and I will add the sound myself. So when Don Johnson kicks the door, I will kick this one. And as they're running through the apartment, I'll match their footsteps on these different 4 surfaces. Now here's where you have a choice. When that man goes flying through the glass, I can either use this rock here to break the glass. It's just made out of a kind of a candy glass. It's very hollow. Or I could use my Rambo-like body. What are you laughing at? Okay, how many want to see the rock? Thank you. How many want to see my body being thrown through this glass? Lift to shreds. What a bunch of sickos. I guess it's unanimous. I will have to use my body to throw the rock through the glass. One last thing. Now, if you're Mind Device fans, you should catch this. With this foot, I'm going to play Don Johnson. With this foot, I Philip Michael Thomas. And then grab my rock here. Watch the center screen. Here goes the clip. There's the door. He's so cool, he doesn't check to see if it's unlocked first. Perfect. Now we can add the sounds as well. I smell food. I want lunch. Mad waiter, watch out. Bang, bang, bang. He's down. Don Johnson goes around the corner and steps into the cat box. Now, timing is one of the most important things you got to do in Hollywood because you got to match the cues and just... Whoops. As I was saying, you've got to match up the cues with the timing on the TV or the screen. I hate it when that happens. Want to toss that back up here? Just one of those foam rubber rocks. See that? Her husband threw her in front of the rocks. Like, no, you take it, dear. That was dramatic. All right. One important element was missing. Anyone tell me? Who said talent? You try doing this. It was gunshots.
gunshots present special problems for sound editors. Real guns just don't sound dramatic enough. So they edit in special sound effects for every single gunshot in the soundtrack of Miami Vice.
I get a bang out of my job.
Now the scene is complete. Let's play it back with music, Foley, gunshots, and dialogue all in their right places.
Cool. All right, the next time you see Miami Vice, you're in the action adventure show. Think about the people that work behind the scenes because they're the ones that really bring the shows to life.
We have seen many of the visual and audio effects that make the movies magic. But there is more. So let's go to our next attraction. It's out of this world. I'll see you there.
Yes, I hear you.
Oh God. Do not worry, and most of all, do not look down.
Orlovsky? Colonel, look ahead of you. Look at Orlovsky.
Have no fear, Colonel. There is nowhere to fall.
Nowhere to fall. Right. All right, gentlemen, we've got a problem. You better pick up some speed and get to Discovery. There's a moving object and it's coming your way.
There! Meteor, get close! Hurry! Hurry! I'm drifting!
What's going on out there? Report!
It's Corner! He's been thrown by the meteor! He's moving away from me!
Direction!
Towards Jupiter! He's moving into the gravitational field! I'm going after him!
Orlovsky, don't jeopardize the mission. If you're caught in a fall, you'll both...
I realize the risks. Hang on! Let's get back to the ship.
Yeah. No place to fall,
Okay, so I lied.
Get to the ship! Hurry! Something's going on out there! Oh my God. It's Jupiter. It's imploding on itself! Get to the ship! Hurry, we've got to get out of here!
Derek, as soon as you get back there, have them check at your pants. I mean, there's a big hole back there. Jupiter almost had a new moon. Okay, how about a big hand for our space cadets? Derek and Jennifer, looks like they made it. Good job.
Fine, Lassie. Now, all the Lassie dogs, all 7, will enjoy this. All of this originally was a ranch. A ranch, 250 acres. And it opened at the studio on the 15th of March, 1915. And shortly after that, the bridge was built. We're going to go minutes ago. Now, that looks like really bad. If you look at that, the center support of the bridge has just collapsed. We come up the head, and well, this side. A remarkable, and then there's I went, and the third one, he's already made the turn. Now, I didn't explain this before. You see, we cannot back up in these vehicles. We've got to go across, we can't back up. Now, I don't think we'll have any problems. My mother always says things are built better in the old days. Maybe a little bumpy, but no, we got the full weight of the traffic on the bridge. Ease it out, we're going back to the well, of course I lied. Needless to say, the bridge was not built in 1915, but some 60 years later. And you've seen it in an episode of The 6 Million. We've made you see how the bridge was struggled. Does that very slowly? Well, we're going to go down San Francisco Street. They're on my side. By the way, that car was in a real accident. I say, the buildings look like they're made out of stone or brick or some natural kind of material. They aren't. They don't feel like soft rubber. It's like glass, even faster than chicken wire. And all of that is mounted on a steel frame. They may think it looks a bit shabby or run down. Must be think the left when the film is finished. Until the next time come along. Now, Gloria says where Diana Ross scrubbed in Lady Singles and Blues. Most recently, this has been used in Murder, She Wrote, and also a video for Janet Jackson. Now, we're going to turn to our left, so we can't do anything else. When it was in Janet Jackson's video, by the way, this green building was bright red, and then in Murder, She Wrote, it was pink, where it says Gypsy Fiddle. But all that rubble, all that mess up there, everything has fallen down. It's for a disaster scene in a new ABC television movie. So all the bricks are real. It's all being put into there, all these lifts and things are out of the set. The red on the theatre front, Janet Jackson was there not long ago. Out here said Cab Calloway on the front. And on the other side, oh, there are picture cars over there. Look at those, they're really neat. The green building behind the cars, oh, that's where Bette Midler and Shelley Long fought in Outrageous Fortune. The San Francisco Police Department is all picture cars. The church is where Elvis sang to Mary Tyler Moore in Change of Habit. And the brown stone-faced building, the bank that was robbed in Dirty Harry. All the cars are picture cars for the new TV movie. All construction year 2015. You've seen what it looked like in 1955 and 1985. What you're about to see looks like in the next century. States, I'm sure. But the Pontiac Theater on my side, that originally was the Studebaker Theater. Now this side of the street, my side, doesn't show up too much in the view movie. You don't get to see Mr. Perfect, Natural Steroids. But on Lawyer's side, you do see the Texaco station a lot. It's in the same place as the one that we saw. It's now equipped for flying vehicles, of course, and the price has changed. The price of the pump today is less than $1 a gallon for regular unleaded. $8.37, they say, 25 years time. Now, this pond, which has just been drained, this was that green grassy area with a crisscross path, and then it became the parking lot. It was all bulldozed up. And of course the courthouse is exactly the same. Remember, the bricks are not real. Those are just sheets of plastic which have been pressed, colored. Now, where that green sort of glass area is, well, originally that was all brick. Or looking at this brick. Now, for those of you who remember, anybody remember the movie The Music Man? This was River City, Iowa. It's where the 76 trombones came down. Known as dressing a set. That rubble. I don't know anything more about it other than my exposure, unfortunately. Everything is being repainted here. Sign painters, everything else, putting up new signs, repainting that shop. Going to one of the largest of our sound stages. And we're going to take a close-up look at an outdoor set built indoors.
Latest word just in. The path of destruction continues even as it now seems to be their own. Police admit they are not the arranged police. Military units to the scene. Just the right side of the now live coverage on the scene. Maximum Kelly King. Kelly?
Thank you, Senator. We're now covering the wreckage of a crushed L train. The helicopter beside us is searching for. Wait! There's a trap on the field down there. We've got to go down and board them. They'll take 10 people on the trap. You are in danger.
I can see Kong from here. He appears to have control of the bridge. And he does. He's pulling on the cables. He's pulling on the bridge. say there are mines left over from those days, but they look very placid. I feel sure that most of you, certainly all the adults, will recall Cecil B. DeMille's epic, The Ten Commandments. It was that starred Charlton Heston who played Moses. Well, we don't need Mr. Heston or Moses for that matter, because I can simply sit up here and say the words, "Part the waters." And like a miracle, the waters are for us. No, not again. Next time. No more King Kong. If you look on the far bank, you'll see there's an ark, a Noah's Ark. That's from Chevy Chase's movie, Last Summer Fletch Lives. Could you keep seated as we cross the Red Sea, please? Watch your feet, it can get wet here. Now look out for the line. Take a close-up look at the ark. It is not made of wood. It's plaster. That's where, and blueprints where the plaster is formed on. And just beyond it, you'll see a two-story building. That's the Monkey Bar, TV series Tales of the Gold Monkey. On the other side, beyond those sets being stored, that's the house of the movie Weird Science. Even in this Gatto di Palermo. All this was for British Europe down the air. Now we can make this into Germany, France, England, Scotland, anywhere like that, just by putting up different signs. So it could be Cafe Eugenio, it could be a totally different name next week, different place. Now the buildings all date from the mid-1920s. They have very little, if any, practical use. Sometimes used for maybe. Now what we're going to see here is what's known as a hot set. Now it's got nothing to do with the weather, obviously. A hot set simply means that this is ready for filming. So all we would need from Monday morning would be the performers, camera crew, technical staff, and of course the director. But it's the best example that I have to give you an idea of what the art director and the set decorator do. The art director is the person who does the general design. He's the person who decides it's going to look like a subway station. But it is the set decorator who actually makes it come alive. He puts in the advertisements like for Pepsi or USA. Oh, don't worry about that. We can get lots of those on the cameras. Puts in the advertisements, the telephones, the vending machines, all that to make it look fiddly. Oh, hold on, very tight. It's a safe place, so please keep seated. Look in the middle, the roof's coming through. a fin out there in the water. Sir, plate, that fin is headed right towards you. Oh no, help, help, help! But we do have bait. It's attached to that yellow float right at the end of the pier. We're gonna stop just a moment. Oh, look, he's taking it. Oh, Johnny has the whole pier.
smugglers, take your places, please. Hey, Hank, how about one more special effects job on this pier? Again, folks, this is where Crockett rescues Tubbs. We're standing by, and action! Well, stunt doubles most always stand in for stars. Go ahead and take them up there. There you go. Now, when we get David at 25 feet, that'll be equal to a 3-story building high fall into water. All right, Eric, shut him down. Hey, yo, Eric. Hey, Eric, come on, wake up over there, Eric. What in the world are you doing? Get back over there. Eric, that's about 40 feet. I only asked for 25. Come on, that's way too high. Bring him back down. Why? Because the pool's only 4 feet deep. You didn't know that, David? Well, don't yell at me. Read the fine print in your contract.
Take me down.
David, we don't have time to argue about this right now. I mean, the people are waiting. Their cameras are set. So, tell you what, David. We'll talk about it after the show, okay? Now, he's going to take that hit and spin into one of the most spectacular, agonizing, blood-curdling high falls ever recorded on film. On my gunshot. David, you ready? Only one way down, David. Here we go. Make it look painful. And action! David! Well, that's not what I had in mind, but give him a big round of applause anyway. Nice dive, David. You ham. Thank you. The folks you just may recognize David. He was in Seoul, South Korea to participate in the '88 Summer Olympics. Yeah, that's right. He was the one selling hot dogs. All right, guys, reset for the next scene. So while they're doing that, remember that Crockett and Tubbs have just escaped from our smugglers. Ooh, but they are not through yet. In this turnbucklers. On your left, Mr. Jim Plummer. To the right behind me, Mr. Aaron Chambers. On your right, Mr. David Trace. Playing the part of Rico Tubbs, Mr. Victor Bowie. And playing Sonny Crockett, Mr. Kevin Plasher. A special thanks to Hank for making it all work. My name is Miles O'Brien. Enjoy the rest of your day at Universal Studios Hollywood. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, when exiting, we do remind you not to walk on or over the benches. Use the aisleways only. Thank you.
Which one? Anybody?
Right here.
Hi, Mom. Some money. Oh, okay. Hey, close, okay.
That's great, yes, talking to my friends. What is your name? Cheers. So you're here on some sort of a field trip? You're here on some sort of trip? Field trip? Study trip? Vacation, very nice. Hello there. Hi, what is your name? Bueno.
Oye, ¿para qué es este botón?
¿El botón? Por computadora.
¿Y este?
Sí, por culo de ventanas.
Tiene una cuenca. ¿Y este?
¿Brinca? Es Turbo Boost, aquí, izquierdo. Izquierdo 6 botón.
Padre. ¿Y cómo le haces para filmar tus películas?
Como uno at a time.
Tú tienes un buen carro.
Oh, muchas gracias. Eres muy bonita.
¿Cómo le haces para filmar tus películas?
Sí, yo soy original.
¿Sí?
Sí, el auto fantástico, el auto increíble.
Porque en Guadalajara llevaron disque un carro, pero yo sabía que tú estabas aquí, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Claro, muy bonito. Dije, no, mamá, mejor vamos a los estudios Universal.
¿Te gusta mucho?
Sí, y más porque estás tú. ¿Qué hacen con estos botones?
¿Cómo? ¿Esta botones? Por computadora. Por analyzation.
¿Puedo apretar los botones?
Aquí no. Trenes a luces. ¿Sí?
Sí, adiós.
Ok, mucho gusto conocerte.
Gracias.
Hasta luego, bonitas.
Adiós.
Adiós.はい。私はキッド申します。
いや、知ってます。I know.
お仕事は何ですか？
Student.
学生です。
なんで日本語喋れんの？
From Tokyo?
Yes.
And? Camaro, what's her name? Please do. Hi, Mrs. Knight. Hi there, what is your name?
Ezekiel, I just came over.
Ezekiel, I remember you. How are you doing?
Fine.
That's great. What's on your mind, pal?
I just wanted to ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
If I press on this button, nothing happens?
Nothing happens now. I have them deactivated so we don't harm anyone.
So, the car, what happened to the pieces?
The pieces, we buried them. Rust in peace. The car was a real pain in my axles.
Can you say hi to someone there with the camera?
Sure, what is his name?
Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. How's that? Do you have any other questions? Want me to open and close my window? How's that? Not in this area. They're chained to the dock at the moment. Well, you take care, Ezekiel. It's good to see you again. Be good, pal.
Y corte, un aplauso muy fuerte para Moni, por favor. Muy bien hecho. Ahora, después de que ella detectó la nave timoneta, se quiere decir totalmente una cosa, que los van a atacar. Así es que cuando yo diga acción, muévanse para un lado y para el otro tratando de recobrar el control de la nave. Más que estén las cámaras listas. Y acción, todo el mundo a la derecha, y a la izquierda, y a la derecha, y a la izquierda. No me sonríen tanto, están bajo ataque. Pueden gritar también, sigan a la derecha y a la izquierda. Miren, no he visto yo un grupo de personas que no pueden estar controlando un ataque. Sigan moviéndose para un lado y para el otro. Muy bien, hijos, y un aplauso muy fuerte para todos nuestros
Captain's log supplemental. In the midst of an attack by a Klingon vessel, a strange energy force has rendered both the Enterprise and the Klingon ship helpless. We have located the source of the energy field on the planet's surface, so I have dispatched a landing party to beam down to the planet and investigate. Spot. Scan.
Klingons and Federation members, we are the preceptors, the teachers. All you have experienced here has been illusion, a test to see if you are capable of peaceful coexistence. While your cultures are primitive, we believe there is great hope for you are not as different from each other as you may believe. Learn our lessons now.
Let me try it another time. Quiero dejar que le dé el Stop
turn the intercom.
Thank you. What we'd like to do for you this evening is set up one of the basic elements of our business, that is the motion picture stunt fight. Now when we're called upon to do this, we go through a period of rehearsing. This is called blocking out a fight. Now this all means we go through that fight routine many times, in slow motion of course, until we have complete confidence in one another's movements. Then and only then will we put the fight on film. Well, right now I'd like to bring out a couple of fight partners of mine that will be helping with tonight's demonstration. So if you would please welcome out of the top window Mr. Eric Megason. And right behind him Mr. Lee Lindquist.
That was my sign! I don't care! I do.
All right, just a minute up there. Eric, hold it.
Ow!
Knock it off.
Hey, that hurt!
That's what you're paid for, Lee, getting hurt. Let's get on to business. Lee, Eric, you do the honors tonight. You throw the punches.
I intend to.
Lee, you can receive them.
Hey! Don't want to.
You heard me. Now you'll notice as Eric's fist goes by the man's face, Lee will snap his head to one side.
Ah! Snap!
Another punch you like to use, one to the midsection or stomach punch. That's delivered in this manner. As Eric approaches his target, he will pull that punch or bounce it off. At the same time, Lee can tighten his midsection, perhaps let out a breath of air. Once again, it would look like this. That's punch and letting out the air.
Oh! I got him in the eye.
Are you through?
Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, my friends like it, didn't you guys?
It's time for you to settle down.
Hey, he's
Settle down.
Okay.
All right, let's block out a fight.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Eric, start by slamming Lee against the building. As he bounces off, throw him to the ground. I'll kick him.
Hello. Right. Wrong.
Get out here.
I don't like it.
I don't care what you like. Out here, I'm the boss. You're nothing.
Guess that makes him boss over nothing.
I want order out of you.
What?
Order?
A taco, burrito.
Knock it off.
Taco.
Come on. You better loosen up and get into this.
I'll loosen him up. You, get over here. Ooh. Aren't we macho?
All right, slow motion to get your timing.
Okay, slow motion, get your timing. Well, that was fun. He said slow motion. I don't care what he said. Well, then I'm not going to do it. You want to bet? Yeah, no.
Hey, Eric, knock it off.
This is none of your business.
Cowboy, I come over there, you'll think it's my business.
Out there. Get over here. Come on. What are you going to do about it? Show us something. Get up there. Come here. Stay down. I said. Hey, you're in. Out here. Now, what are you going to do? Get up. I'm going to cut you up. Do it. I'm gonna bust your head. Come on. Right here. Come on. Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Hiya! Well, little guy, ooh, he's scary.
Stand up! Stand up! I want you down here right now.
Me?
Yeah.
Where?
Right here.
There?
Yeah.
When?
Now.
No! Coming! You read lips? Time out! Time out! I'm tired. Had to run all the way. Time in. You missed me.
Ted! Get out here! Where'd he go? Are you through?
Well, that's all I had.
Wait,
What? Cover me. Right behind you.
touch, hey. Step down. Hey! You go find him!
Okay!
Hey, wow!
Uh-oh.
Check the hotel!
Looks pretty good.
Get in there! Well,
Nobody's there.
get upstairs and you better find him.
But I was just in it. I'm good leader. Okay. Where are you? Right here. My biscuits! They're What's all the shooting? Oh no! That's the wrong guy. Don't turn around.
gentlemen, the Universal Stunt Team. On the roof, Mr. Keith Bayers. Doing the high ball, Mr. Eric Megason. Center stage, Mr. Lee Lindquist. The Universal Stunt Team. Thank you, guys. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The next show in the park is the 6:15 Miami Vice Action Spectacular back toward the entrance to the park. Remember, folks.
Have a good night. Hi there, what is your name? Walt?
No.
All of you up here, come on, Jared. Hurry. Oh my God, last film, come on, everybody up here. Get inside.
Oh, that's a lovely area. Who's this with you?
My sister.
Hello, sister.
Hi.
What's your name?
Sahar.
Sahar. Your parents run out of ideas for names? No, those are lovely names. I only tease you. Who's that outside?
Y el ladrillo, pues, un ladrillo. A ver, saca un ladrillo bueno. Saca un
Where's your mother?
Oh.